morning. I always yell at you, good morning. I should probably just say good morning. But I'm just walking out here to start sanding, and I thought that I would show you what John did last night. He cut some of the stair pieces so that I could clearly see what I needed to do, because there was some extra stuff that he cut off, and I don't want to waste my time sanding and finishing and putting some sealer and stuff on stuff that's excess, you know. Let me show you. Oh, maybe he burnt it all. Anyway, pieces of wood that were excess. So let me flip the camera around here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so last night we sat and cut. These are the excess pieces. We just kind of kept some of the nicer pieces, but see, I didn't want to go through and sand all of this and worry about it where we're not using it. That one is a pretty nice piece, but see, that's just some of them have this edge and we didn't need it. And I don't want to sand it and try to finish it and spend time and money on sandpaper. And that was excess to the foot, the bottom part of my stairs. Those are all, so that saves me time and energy. So the big pieces are for here. We're gonna remove the temporaries, and then the small pieces are for here, and then all the way up. And we took the big long pieces and cut them in half. Let's see. This is the back parts right here. We cut them all perfect. So I just need to go through and sand everything. Some of them still have, you know, a rough edge. Let me turn the light on. I'm just barely getting in here. I don't know if that's better or not, but some of them still have the rough edge. So what we'll do is stick this in the back like that, and then the bottom part right here will be covered up by, so when you walk up the stairs, that's what you'll look at. And I kind of tried to lay them down so I knew which part I wanted up, and so we'll know how to put it on. This is the stair, so it will go behind the stair. I know this is kind of awkward. That's the stair piece, this is the backing, and we'll kind of hide it down like that. So it'll be nice and clean. 2 pieces of wood. So for the stair pieces, I just have the stamps to sand off, any oil, like this one has oil on it, more stamping parts. I kind of picked out that I wanted like this one in the front. This one right here goes on the back side so that you don't hit it with your foot as you walk up, like your sock or your toe. Anyway, we've talked about every one of these pieces and how we're going to put them on. So I just need to round, or not round, but just soften all of the edges. Put the clear coat on them, clean up the fronts, and have them ready for John to put on. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done today, but I have 3 sick kids home. So look at this though. Can you see the handrail? And part of the handrail here, it's going up. So this is the top finished handrail and the first side piece. And that's how that looks. And then we're gonna have a 3.5 inch gap, and then the next side piece will go here, just like this. And then another one down there. So that you'll feel, I mean, it's really sturdy, really thick pieces of wood. And then this side, you'll just see the bare post. I'll go up here. I have to hang on. It makes me nervous. Oh, I need to have stairs that you can see through. I hate it. We didn't originally put the stairs on because I didn't want them all scratched and everything. So the girls are playing horses. So we brought the side rail up, and then we attached it to this side, and then the top railing piece of this will go from here to the end of this right here. And he cut this, so I have to sand that part right there. And then just like this here, it'll go onto here, one all the way across. And the only thing missing from this one is the clear coat. Look how good that looks. I love it. This is a nice piece of wood. Nice and thick. I mean, they're all the same thickness, but this one seems a little bit bulkier. I'm happy with this piece. And then there's just a difference. Like, this is just bulky and nice. And this one, I mean, I like it. It's the same kind. It just looks different. I like the knot in it. But that's what you get when you get rough cut lumber. And then we'll put the last piece of the top rail on here. There. But that's what it's gonna look like. And all of the side pieces go on the outside right here, and then all the way down, so that the dogs can't fall through. We're gonna start this one by putting a piece on the bottom and touching this from the side, because we have small dogs. And if they get running up here playing around, goofing around, we don't want anybody to slip and then send themselves down that. So we're going to make it really safe. We try to keep a hold of my husband's Chihuahua anyway, so that he doesn't come up here and get all silly and then fall. I am just so excited to get these side pieces on and to see what it looks like. This handrail is completely sealed, finished. I just have to do the edge right here. It is completely done. This one is missing the top sealant coat. We just barely put it on. So I just need to come up and do that before everybody starts putting their hand right in this area with greasy fingers or anything. Sweaty fingers. It's just super fun to see what, you talk about something, this is how we're going to do it. This is what it's going to look like. And then to actually see it is really neat. And then we put the structural posts, whatever these things are called, in there to hold it. It looks like I need to sand those marks so that he could get that right in the exact spot. Anyway, fun. This is the rest of the stack of the side posts. They're all rough cut. There's just wood. And then this is the last handrail piece right here. And I flipped it over yesterday. Oh my gosh, I can get it to flip over. It has some oil on it. So there's the oil. So it's going to take me a long time to get through that oil, and it has it right here. The other piece that had oil had considerably more oil. It took me 5 hours to sand the piece of wood. I'll have to share a picture of what it looked like before. I'll show you. I'm going to walk back up here to show you what it looks like now, but I spent at least 5 hours sanding carefully through the oil. The oil was right here. You can still see it. So it was like, you know, from here-ish, because you can see it in the grains here. My fingers and nails are still dirty from sanding. And here, it was all over, and right there. And it was right here in this area also. But I was able to get down through it as best I could. And when you get rough cut lumber, you just get what you get. You order a specific number of pieces and they just deliver it. So you don't get to say, oh wait, I don't like that one because it has something on it. It is what it is. So I think I did the best I could. You can't even tell. It actually just gives it a little bit of some character. But this one piece of wood here took 5 hours or more to get it into this condition. So I'll share a picture of it if I can figure out how to insert it's even on the sides. It was everywhere. That oil was through and through on that piece of wood. I'm really concerned. I flipped it over and this is all a grease and oil. I'm completely shocked. It's horrible. It's all soaked in. And the last piece that I did, which was yesterday, I'm like, that's like a big thing of oil in there. Look at this. Oh, it was hard to get out. I had to go clear down. So automatically, this might just have to be the underneath side, because that's really bad. Let me try to flip it over here. So I'm gonna get sanding on these and get the clear coat on them, get them prepped so we can get them going on the stairs. I think that they're gonna be beautiful, so stay tuned for an update video of what the staircase looks like.